Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Step Chat here in the Floativerse. For those of you that I've not yet had the pleasure of meeting, my name is Stephen Jones. I am the executive director of Float and of Aloft and a couple other projects here and there. And I want to welcome you to our weekly live Q&A. You'll have to forgive me because I am currently tormenting my dog slightly. For those of you that know what a Kong toy is, right, it's all ready. And somebody has been sitting right here for the last 5 minutes waiting for me to do this. There we go. So hopefully they'll be distracted for a while. So there we go. Good evening, everybody. Dina, good to see you. Miss Stephanie, good to see you as well. Arlene, nice to have you joining us tonight. Thank you very much for being here. But Murphy is not the only special guest we have here at the Floatress of Solitude tonight. So why don't we see? Oh God, listen to looky there, looky there, looky there. Holy cow. Sir, who might you be?
I have to claim this guy here. I'm sorry.
Yes, it's officially Float Dad coming at you live, and of course, Float Mom there as well. So, good to see you guys. You have to all forgive me. The state of the shop is a bit messy. I will explain here shortly. Not that it's ever really clean, but there you go. So, hello, folks. How's it going?
Doing good.
How are you enjoying your so far boring trip to Seattle, visiting your son who's too busy working?
He's working us to death, but other than that, it's just hunky-dory.
Okay, so I do want to go on record that Stephen didn't volunteer them to work stuff. They start like, what can we do? And then there you go. And then we start finding stuff, and then they're like, my God, is that all we're going to do is work? Dude.
Well, now that you know, he exaggerates quite a bit. In addition to those other issues that he deals with.
Little bit there. So, all right. Thank you.
Bye,
all right, there we go. So, hi, good to see you all. Thank you. Yes. So, I know that last week I had mentioned that there was a possibility that we weren't going to do a show. Wasn't sure what was going on with the schedule, but unfortunately, so today we ended up with basically 4 different jobs today. Well, not really different. 4 jobs today. 2 teardowns, 1 install, and 1 delivery. So it ended up going nowhere. And keep in mind, we have our minimum orders for that too. So it came through. To say nothing of the fact that if you see me completely surrounded by magenta and white and black balloons, you probably have a pretty good idea of who we have a really massive install for on Tuesday. So there was no hope in hell of taking today off. So there we go. Hello, Murphy. Yes, that's your toy. Yes, there you go. So yeah, good to see you all. I'm not entirely sure why my settings keep changing all the time on this stuff, but they do. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know why not sure why my stuff keeps changing colors, but it does. So either way, no idea. Okay, I'm not going to try to fix it now. So there we have it. Let's see here. Dory, good to see you and saying hi to mom and dad. Dominique, good to see you as well. Angela, good to see you. Alyssa Murray, one of our fabulous instructors coming to Float. Good to see you. Adriana, one of our fabulously talented designers coming to Float. Good to see you. Thank you all for being here. In an effort to expedite this as quickly as possible tonight, because of the fact that I have parents in tow and they're kind of waiting for me to get done so we could actually go home. With that being said, I'm going to get right to it tonight. Hello, Roseanne. Good to see you. Thank you very much for being here. So bear with me for just a second. Of course, when you know it, I was so busy getting everything else done that I didn't get that cleaned up yet. So hold on a second. Just bear with me while we go to share screen window. Wait, what? Why do I have 2? Hold on a second. We got something else going on here. Oh, that's the other one. Okay, got it. Okay, so we're fine. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so let's go back to here. Share screen. There we go. Boom, bing, bang, boom, bing, bing, boom, boom. And there we have it. So Hopefully we'll catch up. Now Murphy wants to play catch with the... Oh, am I? Nope, not frozen. Okay, I'm just too busy staring at the screen. Now Murphy wants to play catch with the Kong ball, so that's fantastic. Lovely. Okay, so thank you all very much for being here, and welcome to another edition of Step Chat with yours truly. Let's get right to it. For those of you who have not yet checked your email inbox today, Float Notes number 5 was emailed to you this morning at 7 a.m. Pacific time. I do want to sincerely apologize. That was supposed to go out on Thursday with a combination of workload and my folks coming in. I didn't get it done. With that being said, I was able to get it knocked out this morning at breakfast and send it out to everybody. So there you have it. So please be sure to check your inboxes of the registration email that you signed up for Float with. So there's that. But yeah, that was sent to you this morning at 7 a.m. Pacific time, which is 10 a.m. Eastern time, and whatever the hell time it is where you are. There you go. One of the biggest additions to today's email was the very important schedule update. So if you want to know, the website has not yet been updated. So if you want to get access to the latest updated schedule that now includes the placement of all the classes being taught at Float, go to your inbox and check that out. So that was officially done, and it was sent out this morning, like I said, at 7 o'clock. So if you would like to check out the schedule and find out when your favorite teachers are teaching, and then that way you can start scheduling your classes accordingly, you can do that right now through the email. Pia Guadalupe, good to see you. Catherine, good to see you as well. Thank you very much for being here. So there's that. Also, just as a reminder, we are getting an app this year with the Float Convention. And with that being said, all of the colors on your schedule are going to correspond with the Float app as well. So anything in blue on the primary schedule will be blue on the app. Anything yellow on the schedule will be yellow on the app. The only exception to this is you'll notice here on the screen, you've got some pink stuff. That's the registration desk and the orange store hours, because this year they're kind of combined into one space, sort of. You'll understand when you get there. And there is no actual color scheme for that on the schedule. So there's that. So you're good to go there. Thank you all very much. Looking forward to getting that done and presented for you. Okay, we are now officially 10 days away from the end of the discounted rate for the domestic academic registration, for the weekend pass, and for the jam pass. All of these prices are going up on October 1st, which means you have 10 days left to secure these lower prices. So if you are looking to get a cheaper rate than what you'll get in October, you need to do it now. Go to floatconvention.com, click on there's a pricing page. You can go to that and it'll explain to you how everything goes. Or you can just go right to the top and go register now, and then there you go, and you're good to go. So not much more I can say about that, really. The current price of the academic registration is $695. That will increase to $795 on October 1st. Yes, Diaz Diaz, or Diaz Diaz. Yes, that's funny. That goes up by $100. The weekend pass goes up $20. And the weekend pass goes up $25. I'm sorry. And the jam pass goes up $20. The two registration elements that do not change: the international pass does not increase in price. That stays at $575. And the foundation classes, the beginner training, stays at $550 as well. So there's that. So you're good to go there. Michelle, thank you very much for being here. Hello, and good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Also, I do want to remind everybody that flotation passes are on sale officially again. We had one get picked up earlier today, so there you go. The flotation passes, as you recall correctly, are kind of like the bulk discount rate of all the added value stuff at Float, plus a lot more. With the flotation pass, you get come and go access to all 8 of the master classes at Float. You get come and go access to all 6 of the bonus classes at Float. You get all the notes from all of the master classes and the bonus classes combined into one nice full color binder. This year, for the first time, you also get professional headshots with the flotation pass. You also get complimentary 3 Learn at lunches, which is basically a 30-minute lunch buffet and then a 30-minute class provided by one of our generous sponsors. So that's all taking place. Plus, there's more. There's exclusive early bird access to sign up for classes. There's early bird access to the vendor showcase. You get reserved seating at the gala and a whole bunch of other stuff. Drink tickets, 6 drink tickets in there, and a special surprise gift from Float. All of that in the one price. So again, that went out to you this morning in your email. So check your email if you are registered to attend Float. I just want to remind everybody once again, if you go back to the schedule updates that we talked about, the bonus classes were changed. We talked about this last week. We're just going to print and mention it just carry casually now. The original 1 o'clock bonus class session has now been moved to 1:30. So we have a 1:30 to 3 o'clock bonus classes, and we have 3:30 to 5 o'clock bonus classes. So the Paradise Balloon Designs teaching artistic autographed arches, Arona Clemens with flamboyant flowers, and Melissa Forrest with expanding your options. Those will all be backed up by 30 minutes to 1:30 p.m. I wasn't paying any attention when I did the scheduling, and we had a massive conflict with the complimentary lunch that's provided that day to the flotation pass holders. So we didn't want to overlap it if we didn't absolutely have to, and we didn't absolutely have to. So there you go. Just as another friendly reminder, we have not one, but 2 different panels coming your way at Float as part of the Fulcrum promotion. For those of you that recall correctly, we do Float every other year. So we're doing Float 2026, and we're doing Float again in 2028. And in between, in 2027, we do Fulcrum, just like we did earlier this year in 2025. Fulcrum is our business-focused panel conference that we do. But at Float, we actually feature 2 Fulcrum panels. So we are still looking for topics for those. So if you have an idea for a topic that you'd like to see featured, we'll be more than happy to cover that. Lisa asked a question that I'll get to as we go along. Okay. So there's that. Yeah. So there you go. We're looking forward to that. And if you have a topic, the only thing I'm asking from people is please, 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 please do not request a topic that we just covered in January. Okay. We're trying to look for new topics for the panels. And yes, the rumors are true. I am absolutely looking to take Fulcrum out of St. Louis and go to another location. So like I said, we've already got a couple of locations in mind. We've been talking about it. Now we're just trying to narrow it down as to which one we're going to go to. And we should be announcing that at Float. So we will announce the location of Fulcrum 2027 probably at final night at Float. So there's that. So you know how much I love teasing all of you. I do want to remind everybody too that we have sponsorships available for Float. We have vendor showcase available for Float. So if you're looking to get a booth, if you want to try to sell something, or if you'd like to promote yourself in some way, shape, or form at the convention, we've been more than happy to talk to you. We've been getting, I think now that we're getting, you realize that next month we're going to start the 100-day countdown. That's how close we're getting. It's kind of scary. And with that being said, there's going to start being a lot more interest in Float very, very quickly. So things are going to start getting grabbed up and scooped up and gone pretty fast, I think. So if you'd like to get in before everybody else does, by all means, feel free to reach out to us and we'd be happy to speak to you about that. There you go. Okay, folks, I do want to remind everybody that Float features an online streaming service called Aloft. It features over 150 classes, videos, and podcast episodes that are exclusive to our membership for free with unlimited streaming. You get to watch them over and over and over again. You can listen over and over and over again. You can do whatever you want to do. And that's all courtesy at one price, either 6 months for $80 or a full year for $120. But remember that because we're going to come back to that here in just a few minutes. The reason we're talking about this now is, of course, this coming Tuesday morning, the ladies of Bubblegum Balloons, all the way from the UK, will be teaching their Hauntingly Hip Halloween class presented by our friends at Anagram. This class, remember, folks, is being adjusted time-wise because in England, our regular class time is almost midnight there. So our class will be taking place this time around on Tuesday, September 23rd at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. That is 9 a.m. Pacific Time and whatever the hell time it is where you are. So all of our Loft members, you'll be getting your login information tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Pacific Time. Okay? Keep that in mind. So if you're interested in taking the class live, you're going to get that login information tomorrow morning. If you've purchased access to the class, you'll be getting that login information tomorrow morning as well. Okay. So there you have it. Now, let's say you're not a member of a loft and you'd like to be a member of a loft. Well, that's easy. You can either join a loft at floatconvention.com/aloft, or if you're the non-committal type, you can always turn around and join us by simply buying access directly to the class. You can buy a class ticket for $25 at floatconvention.com/orange store. That's one word. Orange is in the color, store is in the retail. floatconvention.com/orange store, and you can pay $25. You'll get live access to this class, and you'll get a digital download of the class after it's over. Okay. So that's what you'd like to do instead of joining a loft. There you go. But there's a really good reason. There's multiple reasons to join a loft. And let me share with you what I mean. So it turns out that this coming Saturday is a loft's official 3rd anniversary. It was a very exciting time, to be sure. We're very happy about it. I remember the whole buildup of what is a loft? A loft is coming, blah, 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 blah. Well, it's here and it's been here for a while and everybody seems to really enjoy it and everything else. So in honor of our 3rd anniversary, a loft is going to offer a special for new subscribers. Okay. So if you're already a member, I'm sorry, guys, it doesn't qualify for you. But for brand new members, okay, you will get 3 free months of a loft when you sign up for one of our packages. So if you sign up for 6 months for $80, you'll get 9 months of access. If you sign up for a full year at $120, you'll get 15 months of a loft streaming included in that first price. So you'll get 3 free months with a brand new membership to a loft. Now, the problem is that's only going to be available for 3 days. So the 27th, 28th, and 29th. Okay. So you'll need to make sure you take advantage of it during those 3 days, because after that, it's gone and the promotion is over. So if you'd like to join a loft and get 3 free months, that's how you do it. Now we're going to have more information later in the week as far as the coupon codes that you'll need and everything else. So it's not been set up yet. So I gotta get through this. I gotta get through Wednesday, guys. I can't even begin to describe what Tuesday and Wednesday is going to be like. But we'll have that for you later in the week. And then that way you can all get taken care of in the whole bit. Okay. Okay. And with that being said, now it is time to kind of connect with what we like to joke about as our street level float content. This is the stuff that we talk about all the time. And of course, let's get to today's survey. This was a very interesting conversation because this was a very heated topic between myself and one of the staff members on the float staff. Was that and not angry, heated, just back and forth. And we were talking about how people get to the airport. And while I do understand that a lot of people do different ways, I thought to myself, how many different ways are there that people can actually get to the airport when they're traveling to a convention? Do you have somebody take you and just get dropped off, like a family member or a friend? Do you take an Uber? Do you combine it? I'll get a free ride if I can get a free ride, and if not, I'll take an Uber. Do you take mass transit? Do you take a train or a bus? And then that way you don't have anything to deal with at all, and you just pay a few bucks to go. Or do you treat yourself all the way? Do you go get a hotel room at the airport the night before and then take advantage of the free shuttle from the airport and go that way? So that was our question for today. And I'm not really surprised to see that half of you selectively said you have a friend or family member drop you off and pick you up at the airport. So there we go. Yeah, in fact, I was very surprised how few people talked about using a rideshare or shuttle service, which is exactly the argument I was making with the staff member. So of all the responses that we got, 88% of you said friend or family member, drive yourself in park, take mass transit. There you go. That is how I drive myself, and I just park the car there. That way I don't have to worry about anybody having to rely on anybody, I guess is what I would say there. But it's so it would have been even more had I left my vote in. I did take my vote off, so that was fine. So yeah, there we go. I was surprised that nobody talked about reserving a room at the hotel the night before, but I think that only really affects people. Like, I know a couple balloon people that their closest airport is like 3.5 hours away. So for them, that would make sense. Like if they got dropped off at the hotel or whatever by a friend or a loved one, and then they would just spend the night there and then take the shuttle the next day or whatever. But yeah, so I think that would only apply to people that live a really far away. But then at the same time, if you want to treat yourself and just kind of have a nice night of relaxation before you get to the convention, that's one way to do it too. So thank you all very much to everybody who took the time to respond to the survey. We had 50 votes today. That's a good turnout. I do want to remind everybody once again that Float is on YouTube at youtube.com/@thefloativerse. We do ask that you're even remotely active on YouTube to please subscribe to our channel. So that way you'll be notified of every time we post videos and that kind of thing. Plus, it really does help drive engagement, and we would really appreciate it if you would help us out in that capacity. Thank you very much. I also want to remind everybody about this week's updated schedule for Step Chat. Tonight's episode, of course, is being broadcast live as we speak. The full recording of tonight's episode will be uploaded to YouTube tomorrow. Again, given the incredibly taxing schedule that we have the next 3 days, I am not even going to try to get a summary version available until Thursday. For those of you that are newer to this, we do the show has a tendency sometimes to go on for an hour or more. Tonight's episode is probably not going to do that. And so as a result, a lot of times we will edit the video down and produce a shortened version. So like, for example, if we go 75 minutes or 80 minutes, a lot of times we get it down to 20, which is the bullet point, so to speak. And so a lot of you have expressed interest in those episodes, and normally they're posted on Tuesday, but this week there's no way I can do it. So we're looking at Thursday. So there you go. Thank you for that as well. I do want to remind everybody that this coming Tuesday, our good friend Lisa McIntyre is going to be back with Kicking Back with Lisa Mac. That is our weekly virtual happy hour hosted by Lisa. That'll be taking place on Tuesday at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern time, and whatever the hell time it is where you are. That'll also be broadcasting right here on the Facebook page. If you would like to join the call directly, all you got to do, Lisa posts the link in our private Facebook group. That is private only to the general public. There's thousands of people in the group. But Lisa will post the link there and you can join in live on the call. Or if you don't want to join on live in the call, you can just comment in the, leave little comments in the chat. That's fine too. After the first hour, the show goes off Facebook and then goes into what's called after party mode. A lot of times Lisa will feature a spotlight artist every week, that somebody's work that she really found impressive and likes to share with everybody. And lately she's been very, very good about helping with updates as well. So thank you for that, Lisa McIntyre. We appreciate you. And finally, our good friend Pia Guadalupe is going to be back once again with another episode of La Familia Float con Pia Guadalupe. This will be taking place on lunes 29. I think that's right. 29. 29th of September, Monday, 29th September, 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern time. That's right. Whatever the hell time it is where you are. Pia and I will be hosting the show together. I will be featuring it live on my Facebook feed, so it'll be broadcast on Facebook, and Pia will then also be streaming on her Instagram account. So you can watch it on either Instagram or Facebook, whichever you're more comfortable with. And this time around, her special guest is Jessica Cruz Torres, who's going to be representing Joker Party Supply this year as one of our instructors at Float. So we're very excited about that. You will remember Jessica's work at the last convention. If you went to the beach party, or even if you didn't go to the beach party, if you just saw the entrance decor at the beach party, that lovely, gorgeous decor that was done there, that was Jessica. So we're excited to have Jessica joining us. We're very, very excited. So looking forward to her conversation with Pia Guadalupe coming up next week. Not tomorrow, but the week after next. So there we go. And with that being said, everybody, that is all I have tonight for our slideshow. We kind of, like I said, we kind of blew through that. But like I said, I got parental units over here waiting on me to get done. So got to kind of get finished. Okay. Lisa Weber asked a really good question earlier, and we're going to see if, by the way, if you have any questions that you would like to get answers to, now is the time to ask them. So please, by all means, throw them out there and we'll be happy to do it. By the way, also, I meant to thank you, Dina. Dina, thank you for putting the Orange Store link in the Facebook chat. Thank you for that. Ronnie Crouch, good to see you as well. There you go. So anyway, Lisa Weber asked a really good question. Will the flotation pass price increase? No. The flotation price is $8.95. Again, that includes come and go access to all 8 master classes and all 6 bonus classes. It includes the combination. Okay, so Catherine says, I don't understand the flotation pass. Okay, so we did an entire show on it. Episode 281, I believe, is an entire show. I'll give you the abridged version right now because I was just starting it. So the flotation pass is basically a bulk rate pass for all of the added value stuff at Float and more. You get come and go access to all 8 master classes. You get come and go access to all 6 bonus classes. All of the notes from the master classes and the bonus classes will be featured in full color and presented to you in a full notebook. Okay. So anybody else who signs up to take a bonus class or a master class, they're going to get black and white notes because they're just going to get copied notes and handed to them. You're going to get full color notes in a binder. Okay. That's the start. That's where it begins. In addition to that, you will also receive 3 Learn It lunches, which are basically a complimentary lunch that is served to you along with a 30-minute flash class provided by Anagram, Batalic, and Gemar. Okay. And those lunches are Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So you get a 30-minute buffet that you'll be able to go up and get your food and sit down and everything. And then they teach you a class for 30 minutes. And then after that, you go back out into the world and do your own stuff again, go to general classes and the whole bit. So that's going to be happening as well. You also get a complimentary free headshot session with our professional headshot photographers coming in to take care of that for you. You also have other perks. You will get to sign up in advance of everybody else to get your general classes. So you'll be guaranteed the classes you want. You will also receive 2-hour early access into the vendor showcase on Sunday, January 25th. You will have the ability to reserve 2 seats at the Designer Awards Gala. You will receive 6 drink tickets that'll be used throughout the course of the event. And of course, you will get a surprise gift from Float. That is always part of the deal. So there's that. And again, for $8.95, but when you do the math, it came to, if I'm not mistaken, the total on the math on everything came to $1,237. And $8.95 at that point is a value deal. So there you go. Liliana, nice to see you. Thank you very much for being here. Yeah. So there's that. So we'll see if we have any other questions that I can share with you all. And if not, we'll just call it a night. And hell, I might not even need to do an abridged version then if it's only 30 minutes. There you go. So while I stall for time here, waiting to see if we have any questions, we have an event on Tuesday. It literally started as a $1,200 inquiry, and it went to $13,000, and then about a week later, it went to $17,000. And so, needless to say, and then on top of that, we have almost a Wednesday was already an almost 5-figure day to begin with. And so we've got back-to-back averaging 5-figure days, Tuesday and Wednesday. And so we're just busy as hell. I don't know why. I don't know why. And we've had to turn stuff down. Like somebody just reached out to me this morning. Like, oh my God, I hope you can help me out. I'm like, no, I can't. In situations like this, we tell new people we just can't do it. If they're an existing customer, then we'll absolutely see what we can do to accommodate them. But when they're brand new and it's one of those people that like, yeah, I met you like 4 years ago and I need something like Tuesday morning. No, sorry. That's, it clearly wasn't forethought on your mind anyway to begin with. So, but no, we're just too busy. So, but I'm happy to be busy. I'd rather be tired than broke. So there's that. Okay, guys, I'm not seeing any other questions out there. So I guess tonight we must be good to go. We will try to have I will have the well, not try. I'll have the information for you on the flotation pass, or not flotation pass, sorry, on the Aloft promotion later in the week. We'll post it everywhere. We'll post it on our social media. We'll post it in the Facebook group. We'll post it. We'll probably do an e-blast on it even because it's that big of a deal. But remember, if you are registered to come to float and you are not an Aloft member, you're going to want to join Aloft before float because there are benefits to you as well for that. So even if you can't afford a flotation pass, there's plenty of benefits you can get from being a member of Aloft. Okay, we'll go over that again next week. So because we've gone over it several times, and actually it's in float notes number 4. So if you got the email this morning, you can always go to the previous float notes and check that out in the easy links. So there's that. Okay. Well, guys, thank you all very much. Once again, I appreciate you being here. I really cannot tell you enough how much I appreciate and value your time that you share with me. So thank you very much for that. On behalf of Murphy and my parents, thank you all very much for being here. Now go out there and kick some butt. I'll see you next time.